What's up, y'all? It's my first drive with me. I can get used to this. I like this. So, welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, please subscribe. And yeah, let's get right into it. Okay. If you guys don't know me by now, I am a social worker. I work with a lot of teen parents, young teens. It's something that's just kind of been on my chest, and after today I just feel like I really need to talk about it, and that's mental health in the Black community. I don't understand how we can go around and just act like our kids aren't going through anything right now. What I realize about the Black community is that whenever something happens to the kids in the family, and they want to talk about it or they want to get it out some way, somehow, the parents are just like, oh, you'll get over it. Oh, they just stressing a little bit. They'll be fine. Oh, why can't you just get over it? Like it was like 5 years ago. It was like 6 years ago. You'll be fine. And it's like, why would you tell your kids that? Why would you say that? Why would you say, like, you should never, I think I'm gonna go right here. You should never shut your kids down. You should never shut anybody down when it comes to mental health. Mental health is huge in this community. A lot of people have depression. A lot of people struggle with anxiety. A lot of people struggle with things they just can't handle, like handling their emotion regulation. Like, a lot of people don't know how to do this stuff, and especially teenagers, okay? Teenagers who are going through puberty already, who are going through growth spurts, changes, and stuff at school. Like, all of this stuff it adds to it. It adds to the stress of mental health. Why do you think it's okay for parents to just be like, oh, they'll be fine, they'll get over it, like, nah, it's whatever? Like, that's not cool at all. If your child comes up to you and tells you that they have been touched as a child or this and that, it's so sad to see that parents just look at their kids and they tell them to get over it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little bit under the weather. Like, I got little allergy stuff. The Black community has a big sense of denial in the family. You know, if a child comes up and tells you that your own brother has been molesting them, you know, your own nephew has been touching them inappropriately, and you know, I guess it's just the thought that it's like, how could they ever do something like that, you know? And I know we all have we all have those thoughts. It's like, how could that person really do that? And you know, I can understand if we struggle to really try to get to the bottom of it. Like, is it true? Is the child lying? This and that. Why would a child just come up, take all of their strength to tell you what somebody else has been doing to them? And mind you, majority of the cases of sexual abuse and, you know, inappropriate touch and all of that, most of those cases happen within the family. Mainly a family member that are doing these things, coming up with everything inside of them to tell you, for you to only tell them, okay. And these kids grow up and they suppress their feelings, they suppress their emotions because, well, you never did anything about it when I was a kid, so why should I keep telling you about what's going on as I'm getting older? These kids are going through a lot. Teenagers go through a lot. And it's funny because in Haitian families, like, you know, Haitian families will tell you, oh, to the kids, they'll tell the kids like, what, you're just a kid, you don't have any problems. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, anti mounouye, ki problem ou gen, right? oh, m travay, m fè sa, m bla bla bla. Ki problem ou gen? Sel ale l'école, manger, bien, et puis ou bon. Right? So it's like, that's a lot of times, that's what the Haitians say. What kind of problems do you have? All you got to do is go to school, do your work, take a shower, eat, and you good. Like, and I have to do all these things as a parent. And it's like, okay, we get it, but these teens are still struggling. They still go through a lot. And we have to speak up about that stuff. Then we want to boo-hoo cry when somebody, offs themselves, or just throws down a bottle of pills, or cuts themselves. That's when we want to wake up. That's when we want to ask what happened, what was going on, what were they going through. They were going through a lot. You never cared to ask. And then if they did tell you, you never cared to do anything about it. You never really cared to keep talking to them and asking them if they're okay and getting them some help, some professional therapy. There's a stigma with mental health. Like, if you on medication, you must be crazy. You going to therapy all the time, you must be crazy. And that's not true. If you're doing both of those things, that actually makes you a very strong person, because you have issues, you're struggling with things, and you're strong enough to do something about it. So we should never be shaming people who struggle with mental health, especially our young ones. Like, it's just like, it seriously just breaks my heart for me to see our young teens, our young people out here calling out for help. Sometimes they're too scared to tell their parents, so they're calling out for help on social media networks. Posting certain things that are kind of alarming, and it's like, yo, check on her. Something's wrong with her. Check on him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it just breaks my heart. Just being in the field, being in the social work field and seeing this firsthand, it's very heartbreaking. Me, myself, I never grew up, with these issues. I never struggled with things like that. But I can only imagine, wanting to tell somebody about it. I never struggled with those things, but if I did, I love my parents and everything, but I don't think I would have the courage to tell them that I'm struggling with all these things, because it's like, they won't really understand. We have to talk to our kids. We have to check up on our kids. How is everything going? How is school? How are you feeling? What can I do to make your day better today? What can I do to make your week good? What can I do to make you happy? These are the questions that we should be asking. These are what we should be looking for. But it's like, oh, in the Black community, don't say nothing, don't see nothing, don't tell. Whatever happens in the family stays in the family. Whatever happened to you, you don't go telling, you don't go running your mouth to anybody about it. You keep your dirty laundry in the house. You clean your own dirty laundry. And it's like, what the hell? What are we teaching our kids? So if you have a little one, or if you have a friend, or anybody, or a sibling that was strong enough to tell you what happened, strong enough to admit something to you, please listen to them. Please take it seriously, because children will grow up with anxiety issues. They will grow up with depression getting worse, okay? They will grow up having problems regulating their emotions, because they wasn't able to regulate it when they were younger, because nobody really listened. Nobody really cared. We sweep things under the rug too much. It's time for everything to come out. It's time for people to take responsibility. It's time for parents to take responsibility. And it's time for us as friends, as siblings, to really look out for each other. As a parent, you're responsible for your child. You are responsible for your child's well-being. So if something is going up with your child, you need to know, because you are a parent. A lot of Black people don't like to ask for help. The Black community don't like to go get therapy. It's like a pride issue. I don't know. I feel like the Black community just has an issue with pride. We don't want to put our pride down and say we need help. I don't know. I could go on and on and on and on in this video, but I won't, because I got things to do. But I just want you who are struggling with mental health, I want you to know that you're not alone. I may not know exactly what you're going through, but there are other people out there. If you need help, talk to somebody who you can fully trust. You can get through this. But I mean, I'm done with my rant. I'm okay. I'm fine now. But yeah, share this video with parents. Share this video with other teens, with, you know, whoever you feel like may need it. Thank you so much for watching this rant, whatever it was. But I really felt like this was like really heavy on my chest, and I really wanted to get it out there. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.